Hello, hello.
Good afternoon and welcome to North High School as we celebrate the graduation of the students of the class of 2024. At this time, please stand, if you are able, for the processional as the band, conducted by Mr. Justin Smith, plays Pomp and Circumstance. And please remain standing, if you are able, for the pledge and the national anthem. Welcome, class of 2024. Dr. Thiele, members of the Board of Education, faculty, staff, parents, families, friends, the time is here and now. Welcome to our graduation commencement ceremony for the Downers Grove North High School class of 2024. My name is Courtney Dement, and I have the honor and privilege of being the principal here at North High School. Today's ceremony is part of a rich history as we gather this evening to celebrate the graduation of the 96th class from North High School. To begin our ceremony, senior Josh Ronquillo will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. While at North, Josh's most notable accomplishments are his 4 years of choir and theater, 3 years of color guard, being the color guard captain, a member of the Tri-M Music Honor Society, and 2 years on the Orchesis dance team. Josh plans to attend the University of Nebraska-Lincoln to study marketing, management, and finance. Please welcome Josh Ronquillo.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing if you are able for the Star-Spangled Banner, and please remove your hats. Graduates, because this is a formal ceremony, you may leave your caps on.
Please be seated. My name is Fiona Doyle. At this time, it is my honor to introduce the platform guests. As I introduce each guest, I would ask each of them to stand and for you to hold your applause until all guests have been introduced. Dr. Hank Thiele, Superintendent, Board President, Mr. Donald Renner, and Board Member, Kara Kasten. I would also like to introduce our faculty members who will be reading the names of our graduates. Dr. Frank Picars, Choir Director, and Ms. Farah Velasquez, English teacher. Thank you for your participation in our ceremony. It is my pleasure to introduce our first student speaker, Isabella Cervantes. Izzy has been involved in choir all 4 years at DGN. She has participated in All Access Choir. She's an elite leader, a choir board member for 3 years, a member of NHS, and a student advisory board member. Next year, she will be attending Illinois State University to double major and study in marketing and accounting. Please join me in welcoming Isabella Cervantes to the stage.
Hello, fellow graduates, and everyone who came out to support the graduating class of 2024. When I was asked to speak at today's ceremony, the first thought that went through my head was how this is what I've been working towards for years, since age 5 to be exact. I used to get to watch all the Twilight movies with my mom and my older sister, and in the third movie, Eclipse, Anna Kendrick gives her graduation speech. Let me read you it. When we were 5, they asked us what we wanted to be when we grew up. Our answers were things like astronaut, president, or in my case, a princess. When we were 10, they asked again, and we answered rock star, cowboy, or in my case, gold medalist. But now that we've grown up, they want a serious answer. Well, how about this? Who the hell knows? This isn't the time to make hard and fast decisions. It's time to make mistakes, take the wrong train, and get stuck somewhere, fall in love a lot, major in philosophy because there's no way to make a career out of that, change your mind, then change it again because nothing is permanent. So make as many mistakes as you can. That way, someday when they ask again what we want to be, we won't have to guess, we'll know. Hearing this speech at such a young age made me feel like speaking at graduation was the highlight of my life. It was going to be the best point and nothing would ever top it. But now that I'm standing here at age 18, I beg to differ. This speech now isn't the biggest moment of my life. It's a moment in time that I will cherish forever, but that I will grow out of. Graduation our whole life, until this point, has been seen as the biggest moment, comparable to a wedding. But now that we've made it and we are sitting in our gowns, it doesn't seem as big for all of us. For some of us, this day is less about achievement, but more about loss and change. It's about the loss of our friends, the move to a new town, and the loss of the normality we've had for the past 17 to 18 years. We have the summer with our friends and family, but even then, we all know there's a looming message over us that when August comes, everything is going to change. For the better or worse, it will still be the biggest change most of us have faced in our life till this point. But change is amazing for us right now, since this is the moment to make big decisions and fail. This is the moment to choose the wrong college and transfer out next year, to choose the wrong freshman year roommate and deal with it, but really learn to love them in the end. I hope that you took a moment to reflect during this speech and think about how it's okay to make the wrong choice right now, since we are all only 17 and 18 making our first big solo decision. Thank you so much for giving me some of my best memories and for giving me the opportunity to speak to you on this special day.
Thank you, Isabella. Next, we will hear two selections from the a cappella choir, both accompanied by Miss Valerie Lorimer at the piano. First, under the direction of Mrs. Beth O'Riordan, is a contemporary arrangement of You'll Never Walk Alone from the Broadway musical Carousel. The piece is often performed at ceremonies celebrating graduating students, as its setting in the original show takes place at a high school graduation. The second selection is the North High Alma Mater. Today, it'll be conducted by senior and dear friend of mine, Matthew Sirota. Matthew is a four-year member of the DGN choirs. He served as the president of the drama club at DGN and has been a snowball director. Matthew received the Fine Arts Department Award for theater and is a commended scholar for national merit. Matthew will attend the California Polytechnic State University in San Luis Obispo, majoring in architecture with plans to minor in Spanish.
And now, if you are able, please stand for the alma mater. You may be seated.
It is my pleasure to introduce our second student speaker, Ethan Weingust. Ethan has been a 4-year member of the varsity swim team and has been involved heavily in the fine arts department as well. Throughout his time on the swim team, Ethan has set a handful of JV and varsity records and has qualified for the state competition for the past 3 years. Ethan has qualified for the ILMEA All-State Music Festival for the past 3 years as well, and also plays in other local groups such as the Chicago Youth Symphony Orchestra and the DuPage Symphony Orchestra. Please join me in welcoming Ethan Weingust to the stage.
To all my fellow graduates, it does not need to be stated that today is a monumental day on nearly every account. Today marks the moment that we collectively cross a threshold of sorts. We are no longer high school students. Many of us are adults, although some aren't, shout out to my fellow summer birthdays, and nearly all of us have already made the life-changing decision of how we will spend the beginning of our post-secondary life. Many of us, I'm sure, will keep DGN as far from our minds as possible, especially over the summer. And this is all very typical. We have put in the work, and now we get to reap the benefits. But as we cross this threshold today, and as we move forward into the world, I want to call some attention to something that I don't think many of us have spent much time considering. I think most of us at some point have felt some amount of appreciation for something at DGN. After all, Teacher Appreciation Week was just a couple of weeks ago, and even if not for that, I'm sure we could all think of one teacher or staff member who has helped us in some way at some point throughout our 4 years. But I want to dive a little deeper. Over the past couple weeks, I have been feeling a lot of nostalgia, as I'm sure many of you have as well, which is why I have been thinking about this. Think about your closest friends. Chances are you met them here at DGN, or maybe even before. Think about the people you've met at school. people you've met in your classes, people you've met in activities or sports, or whatever it may be. Think about all the teachers you've had and how they've helped you learn. As much as anyone here likes or dislikes school, you can't argue that DGN doesn't provide us all with incredible opportunities to learn and get involved in activities with our peers. I'm going to speak now on my own experience, under the presumption that much of what I will say is relatable in some way. Firstly, as it relates to academics, I am incredibly grateful for having been able to work with some really excellent teachers over the past 4 years. I know that I've heard some horror stories about some teachers from other schools, and I'm really glad to be able to say that I do not have a similar story to share. My teachers have not only been excellent teachers, but also excellent people who make coming to class something genuinely enjoyable for me and for others, I'm sure. I know that my teachers here have pushed me to be the best version of myself I can be academically, and again, I'm sure many of you can say the same. While academics are, of course, very important, I would be willing to venture that most of us had our more impactful experiences throughout high school in sports and activities. Again, speaking personally, my involvement in the Fine Arts Department here at DGN has been invaluable, and I have forged so many friendships through this shared interest. Being able to find a community and connect with others who have similar interests is always important and often difficult. As many of us move forward, finding another community to replace the ones we have found here at DGN may be challenging. This is all the more of a reason to spend a moment recognizing and appreciating what DGN has fostered for us, a place where anyone can find a community and feel a sense of belonging, no matter what your interests may be. My point is this: even though we as a class may be looking at DGN for the last time today, we should all take some time to look back and consider how it has shaped our lives. Whether you enjoyed your time here or hated every minute of it, we are all the people we are today because of this school. We have the connections and the friendships that we have because of this school. We have developed our minds and our interests in the ways we have because of this school. So, having said all this, what I empower each and every one of you to do today is to spend some time thinking about someone or something that you are grateful for here at DGN. It could be a teacher or a coach or a counselor or anyone or anything else, but have something in mind and tell them. That's the important part. It costs absolutely nothing to share your gratitude, and what I expect you'll find is that even saying something as simple as thank you can really make someone's days, and probably yours as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Ethan. On behalf of the student body, I would like to take a moment to honor the staff members who are retiring this year. Please join me in congratulating the following retirees: Ms. Darla Fisher, Mr. Joel Kapataniak, Ms. Denise Kavanaugh, and Ms. Jeannie Seiler. The class of 2024 is grateful for the guidance and support all of our faculty members have given us during the past 4 years, and for their dedication to providing us with the best possible education and for preparing us for the road ahead. I ask the faculty members who are here with us today to stand for recognition, including those who are seated with our graduates. Please join the students in giving our faculty members a round of applause.
Thank you, Fiona. The four of you may return to your seats. Thank you. While here at North, Fiona was involved in DGN choirs and ensembles for 4 years, all access choir. She was also a member of the DGN Snowball. She was a leader and a director, a member of DGN Theater, an ILMEA district musician, a spirito singer, and she works as a sleepaway camp counselor over the summer. Next year, Fiona will attend the George Washington University in Washington, D.C., where she will study sociology. Thank you, Fiona, for being our MC this afternoon. Before I share a few thoughts with you, I want to first recognize and take a moment to hold space for those who aren't able to be with us today, but who are always in our hearts, particularly family or friends who are close to us. I am honored to have the opportunity to speak to the class of 2024 today. I would first like to recognize our 2024 graduates who are entering the U.S. Armed Forces. Will the following students please stand to be recognized? Isabella Comiso, to the Air Force. Ryan Hagan, Army. Michelle Stewart, Illinois Army National Guard. Colton Ford, Marines. And Zachary Bender, United States Military Academy, West Point. We are incredibly proud of you, and we thank you for your commitment to our country, and thank you for your service. You may be seated. I am truly honored to be with you all here today. It is a joy to be your principal because I have the privilege of seeing all of you grow into the wonderful individuals sitting in front of me today who are ready to take a huge next step in your life. A sequence of many things over the past 4 years have led you to this particular place. The theme I kept landing on in my reflection today all started with the letter C: COVID, classroom, extracurriculars, and change, and of course, cicadas. We're very lucky today. As we prepared for all of you here today, these are just a few of the elements that brought the class of 2024 together. You all experienced moments of chaos with COVID. We met you online, and instead of forming relationships with you, we formed a relationship with your ceiling. It took a while to get out of that COVID funk, and finally, we saw the real you. You showed up and challenged us to think differently about how you learn. You all experienced moments of community, and throughout your 4 years, you have formed lasting friendships in your classes and on your teams and clubs. You met people you didn't think you'd ever be friends with, and you learned about success and failure together. You have been a part of state championships, winning teams, huge wins, tough losses, and you managed to bring all of us together as a North High community we embrace and love. You have had moments of celebration when we had absolutely no idea how we would end when we started in such a crazy way. We have been able to celebrate your successes together academically and extracurricularly. Over 150 of you have achieved honor status. You've received the highest academic accolades. You've taken numerous advanced placement courses, and you've done things in your courses that you might never have thought you could when you came here as a young 9th grader. You've also achieved incredible feats outside of the classroom, and I can't even name all of them because I know I'd forget one. You should be proud of yourself because you did all of that. And you've had moments of clarity. You have officially completed high school, at least the academic portion for those of you still competing in spring sports. And you've made a decision about your next steps. You created a 4-year foundation that will open any door you choose to walk through next. You are ready, you are prepared, and you get to decide how you enter this world as a young adult. You have learned in 4 years a skill that will be invaluable to you when you leave. You figured out how to navigate through chaos to find community, celebration, and ultimately clarity. You should have no doubt that you have the tools necessary to do it again and do it better. While some of the events of the past 4 years tried to sideline you, you have all ultimately chosen a path of success. Getting here today was not easy, but all of you have developed and possessed the courage, the character, and the chops to keep trying until you've got it. To the class of 2024, please know that we have so much love in our hearts for all of you, and we are so incredibly grateful to have spent these past 4 years with you. You make our world a better place, and we are lucky to have been a part of it with you. I look forward to seeing what's to come in your very bright futures. Congratulations, class of 2024. Dr. Thiele and members of the Board of Education, it is with great honor that I present to you the North High School class of 2024. As principal, I certify that the graduating class of 2024 has met all of the requirements as set forth by the state of Illinois and the Board of Education of District 99 and are hereby granted all the rights and privileges that correspond accordingly. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Community High School District 99, Dr. Hank Thiele.
Good afternoon. I'd like to start out by congratulating the class of 2024 on your accomplishments during your high school career, culminating in today's graduation celebration. District 99 is known as a legacy community, and many who walk our halls return to offer their children an experience in District 99. Those of you here today that are alumni of District 99, please stand and be recognized. Graduates, it took 3 core groups to get you to this moment. First, I would like for all of us to take a moment to reflect on and recognize family members that have helped our graduates make it to this point in their lives. Graduates, find them in the crowd and just wave at them to show your appreciation for being here today. Second, there have been a great number of teachers, coaches, and other trusted adults that have guided our students. Please take a moment, as Ethan mentioned, to reflect and remember and recognize all of those that played a part in today's celebration. Finally, thank you, graduates, for all of the years of hard work at school and in your own lives to arrive at today. This marks the next step of your progression through life. It has been an unforgettable 4 years here in District 99, and I appreciate that all of you have done to contribute to our high school experience and to our community. I have the honor of being the last educator in District 99 to address you. So I want to share with you the best advice I ever received. And what it is you show what you value by where you spend your time. It is the only thing that we have that we can't make more of, so spend it wisely. Regardless of what comes next in your life, I want to remind you that this community will always be your home. We are proud to have you going out into the world as a representative of District 99. Please come back and share your successes and tell us how our experience helped to impact whatever comes next. I can't wait to see you all make a difference in the world. It is now my privilege to recommend to the members of the Board of Education, the class of 2024, to move forward as graduates of Community High School, District 99. Congratulations, graduates. It has been an honor to serve you for the past 4 years, and I wish you the best of times in your future. I would now like to introduce Mr. Don Renner, President of the Board of Education, who will accept the class of 2024.
Good afternoon. To the class of 2024, today is the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, commitment, resolve, and perseverance. You should be very proud of your accomplishment being celebrated here today. Know that you are well equipped and prepared for whatever lies ahead, whether that be further studies, employment, or military service. Having handled the academic rigor at DGN, you can do anything you want to set your mind to. All of us here today want to celebrate your accomplishments and wish you nothing but good health and prosperity in your future endeavors. On behalf of the Board of Education of Community High School District 99, it is my honor to accept and recognize the DGN graduating class of 2024. Congratulations.
At this time, we will begin conferring the diplomas. I ask that our line leaders please move into place and prepare the graduates. For those in the audience, I respectfully request that you remain in your seats and hold your applause and other acknowledgments until all students have been awarded diplomas, in order to provide the appropriate recognition that each student deserves. Just as you want to hear the name of your child read, so too will other parents and families. Any loud noise can drown out the reading of a student's name, so please do not be responsible for preventing a student's name from being heard. We thank you in advance for your appropriate and respectful behavior of our graduates and of our class of 2024. Will the class of 2024 please come forward to receive your diplomas?
Ilyas Abbas.
Janet Acevedo Soto.
Terrell Adams.
Furial Ahmed.
Palwasha Ahmad.
Lindsay An.
Yareli Alcantar Rodriguez.
Giselle Amison.
Gilbert Anderson.
Georgios Angelos.
Angelina Antonio.
Kelsey Arndt.
Morgan Baird.
Syra Bajwa.
Ryan Baird.
Isaac Bacher.
Michaela Baldwin.
Sammy Barakat.
William Barnett.
Anthony Berry.
Noah Battle.
William Beatty.
Elizabeth Beavers.
Carl Bednars.
Aiden Beebe.
Amelia Bednard.
Aiden Byrne.
Thaddeus Bednard.
Shannon Bell.
Zachary Bender.
Walker Benyon.
Urea Barrios.
Andrew Beth.
Ria Bargava.
Elias Bianco Smith.
Brooke Bobbitt.
Lola Bogwill.
James Bonfield.
Lillian Bohr.
Colby Borman.
Keegan Bossard.
Riley Botha.
Grant Bowers.
Noah Bowie.
Victoria Brand.
Kale Brazina.
William Bromberek.
Ava Bruno.
Audrey Burcham.
Alexander Berta.
Darren Burrows.
Joseph Buss.
Brian Cabrera.
Megan Campbell.
Gianna Capello.
Catherine Carbon.
Mia Cardenas.
Benjamin Carlberg.
Susan Carlstead.
Gianna Carpelli.
Isabella Karsten.
Mary Kate Casey.
Owen Carter.
Charlie Cash.
Sean Casey.
Isabella Cervantes.
Danielle Castillo.
Athena Chark.
Noah Chansey.
Gina Chaboob.
Carter Chavez Jimenez.
Alina Chulanan.
Annabella Shirelli.
Julian Simpian.
Maxwell Churma.
Lily Cleary.
Nicholas Clanton Kozula.
Marissa Colazzo.
Ava Cleveland.
Henry Conkright.
Isabella Comiso.
Alexa Cortez.
Rylan Conway.
John Coyne.
Carter Cosenza.
Kaylee Cregan.
Ali Costello.
Madeline Kramer.
Maeve Costello.
Mateo Cruz.
Francis Crossan.
Daisy Quaya.
Joseph Krylan.
Maggie Cummins.
Jessica Kubikub.
David D'Amico.
Margaret Dale.
Nico Daras.
Daniel Darko.
Vincent DeVero.
Fatim Dafara.
Gianna Degante.
Dawson Davidson.
Charlie Delaney.
Tyler De Jesus.
Thomas Deloach.
Lucas Delgado.
Louis DeSimone.
Alan Deneau.
Leslie Diaz.
Elizabeth Diaz.
Ella Domino.
Janet Dixon.
Alexander Drozdoff.
Fiona Doyle.
Kristen Dichitan.
Michael Duwong.
Nathan Edelman.
Ryan Eddington.
Jaden Fanta.
Parker Alicia.
Nathan Ferrero.
Lily Enright.
Robert Farrington III.
Marguerite Enright.
Melissa Fialek.
Andri Fesyuk.
John Fiati.
Anna Filiomeni.
Malini Fisher.
Haley Fitzgerald.
Pallavi Fisher.
William Flanagan.
Rajan Fisher.
Sean Flavin.
Elias Fletcher.
Carolyn Fleming.
Abraham Flores.
Chase Flinker.
Isabella Felice.
Lisette Flores.
Nicholas Photos.
Jamarian Flukes.
Molly Frank.
Colton Ford.
Phoenix Friend.
Fauna Francois.
Sarah Gantz.
Sophia Frank Fader.
Valentina Garcia.
Sophia Galovich.
Brandon Garduno Pacheco.
Nicholas Garcia.
Zachary Januso.
Fernando Garduno Cadena.
Morgan Geishan.
Lincoln Geist.
Annabella Gomez.
Taraya Gentry.
Audrey Gorey.
Lucia Gardanula.
Samantha Grauman.
Stella Gordon.
Andrew Grable.
Michael Graney.
Theodore Griffin.
Kobe Graves.
Ava Guzel.
Damian Green.
Isabella Guzman.
Emmett Grissenthwaite.
Henry Guads.
Thomas Guy.
Kirolos Hakim.
Mary Guzman Ryan.
Sophia Hamelka.
Ryan Hagen.
Amelia Hansen.
Benjamin Halfpenny.
Andrew Hardy.
Sarah Handlawala.
James Harkness.
Owen Hardedge.
Carolyn Harkness.
Juliana Harris.
Courtney Henderson.
Maria Hartopino.
Peyton Henniger.
Logan Helmbrecht.
Brandon Hernandez.
Reese Henderson.
Manuel Hernandez.
Tiana Henry.
Lauren Hill.
Johanna Hernandez.
Alicia Holscher.
Andrea Hernandez Velasquez.
Dylan Hogue.
Avery Hodanaki.
Jackson Natuk.
Simone Hoger.
Sydney Natuk.
Eleanor Holmes.
Jonathan Hudick.
Kate Houlihan.
Connor Hurst.
John Rovatin.
Reem Irfan.
Lillian Rovatin.
Annika Isaacson.
Jana Hunchy.
Anjali Ismail.
Artasia Hikes.
Aditi Iyengar.
Kelis Iriseri.
Akshay Iyengar.
Ilya Ishenko.
Jimmy Janicki.
Nathan Ivy Jr.
Gregory Jefferson.
Esther Israelov.
Ashley Jimenez Santiago.
Brianne Jackson.
Leisha Johnson.
Adam Jamros.
Elza Janusis.
Adam Janowick.
Ragad Junaid.
Jacob Jensen.
Dana Camillus.
Ashley Johnson.
Alexandros Katroshi.
Pierre Johnson.
Patrick Carney.
Michael Yuka.
Sarah Cotter.
Jesse Justice.
Luke Klempier.
Julia Caro.
Peyton Cluth.
William Kaufman.
Jackson Colon.
Jaden Kendra.
Tomasz Kroczka.
Emma King.
Emily Kuss.
Abigail Kloss.
Emily Kirudis.
Madeline Kloss.
Ava LaBianco.
Luke Kramer.
Regan Lamantia.
Ronak Kumar.
Sarah Lamsa.
Kate Kwasniewski.
Leonardo Lara.
Maria Kwasniewski.
Kylie Larson.
Elena Lagiglio.
Emma Lau.
Natalie Lamar.
Ella Leathers.
Isabel Landman.
Alina Lee.
Benjamin Larson.
Raresh Lefter.
Veronica Latocha.
Anjali Lemus.
Rebecca Law.
Jaden Lewis.
Joseph Leckie.
Addison Liska.
Faith Lee.
Benjamin Llewellyn.
Calliope Legayer.
Kaylee Liu.
Emerson Lewis.
Melina Lopez.
Elizabeth Lifka.
Christopher Lucetti.
Gina Liu.
Ian McCaskill.
Mason Lockwood.
Ugna Mazasius.
Alexander Lopez.
Stefan Marchuk.
Casey Loreska.
Charlie Marshall.
Jennifer Lucina.
Ethan Martin.
Maura McDonald.
John Paul Matthew.
Antonio Manzo.
Frank Morrow.
Nevi Marinakos.
Ruben Maya.
Carmine Marsicano.
Declan McGowan.
John Martino.
John McNulty.
Quinn Mattoon.
Madeline Megas.
Spencer May.
Olivia Megas.
Everett McDonald.
Cameron Menzioni.
Christian McKillop.
Gianni Miselli.
Kyla Megan.
Sydney Miller.
Chaitanya Mehta.
Emerson Mitchell.
Christian Membrila Ruiz.
Francisco Morales.
Aaron Molnar.
Eric Morton.
Alex Miller.
Braden Murphy.
Colleen Milos.
Aiden Murray.
Bailey Mangello.
Curtis Meislowick.
Nadia Moreno.
Rylan Nape.
Isaac Moss.
Nathan Neal.
William Murphy.
Gytis Neverauskas.
Kaylin Myers.
Luke Nicholson.
David Nagorny.
Emma Nicholas.
Samantha Naylor.
Samuel Nowak.
Andrew No.
Donal O'Driscoll.
Casey Ing.
Jameson Ordway.
Ryder Nicholson.
Finn Ormond.
Alexa Noel.
Arush Pali.
Phoenix Nystrom.
Ethan Park.
Alana Oplanik.
Vaughn Parolin.
Quinn O'Reilly.
Ryan Paskowitz.
Nate Orada.
Oswaldo Patino.
Christian Penigua.
Nicola Pavlevsky.
Caitlin Parker.
Holden Peckinpah.
Elena Pesheva.
Ashley Guadalupe Perez.
Amelia Pesero.
Kaylee Petrus.
Sarah Paul.
Sophia Peranunzi.
Adam Pearson.
Ann Plune.
Angelina Perez.
Stephanie Polychronidis.
Avery Perkins.
Frank Porcelli.
Austin Phillip.
Ryan Powers.
Christian Plasick.
Tana Purcell.
Jacob Plasick.
Jacob Ramke.
Emily Pollock.
Gavin Rena.
Addison Potter.
Jacob Reamer.
Avery Pressern.
Jonathan Rios.
Nora Rajesh.
Aryan Rizmani.
Danielle Rausch.
Azrael Robinson.
Nettis Ravukas.
Zoe Grace Rodriguez.
Tatum Ringbloom.
David Rojas.
Cesar Rivero Figueroa.
Priscilla Rosales.
Dylan Robertson.
Parker Rozek.
Maya Rodriguez.
Kaylee Russell.
Ethan Rogers.
Vanessa Salguero Acevedo.
Joshua Ronquillo.
Carlos Sanchez.
Lauren Rhoda.
Catherine Sanchez.
Ryan Rupp.
Jalen Sanders.
Ethan Ruda.
Marco Savick.
Benjamin Samuels.
Ashina Sawney.
Gail Sanchez.
Abigail Scantlin.
Ariel Sanders.
Jody Schmidt.
Colin Santos.
Imogen Schmitz.
John Schaefer.
Hope Seebeck.
Michael Schaefer.
Zoe Stavru.
Tegan Shu.
Caitlin Siorek.
Isabel Sholey.
Audrey Slavkin.
Joseph Sevsik.
Kylie Smith.
Suleiman Sheikh.
Jake Solecki.
Samantha Shockey.
Ian Sondgroth.
Leo Shoshensky.
Ralston Sporer.
Matthew Sirota.
Tyler Staken.
Allison Smetana.
Maya Steele.
Jenna Solberg.
Ann Stevens.
Shane Smolik.
Margaret Stevenson.
Michael Spisek.
Griffin Sullivan.
Catherine Stack.
Madeline Sirowick.
Jack Stanton.
Emily Tadros.
Allie Steiner.
Myrna Tadros.
Samantha Stevens.
Brooke Thomas.
Michelle Stewart.
Owen Thulin.
Thomas Sullivan.
Samantha Tutolite.
Alan Tate.
Elizabeth Trollstrup.
Carlos Tawadros.
Maggie Urban.
LaKayla Taylor.
Emily Van Houten.
Emma Thompson.
Alexander Vela.
Stephen Toth.
Aldo Velasquez Moreno.
Mia Trabadella.
Lillian Vodak.
Connor Troha.
Isabella Wahlberg.
Liliana Utterback.
Aiden Warden.
Summer Vavra.
Jude Warwick.
Natalia Velasquez.
Jeremiah Washington.
Tamara Vlaskovich.
Tyler Wayman.
Jack Vroman.
Kate Weiner.
Jake Wander.
Tristan Wendell.
Olivia Warmke.
Desiree Whitfield.
Dakota Washington.
Jackson Widmeyer.
James Watson.
Ryan Wilson.
Caden Weber.
Mason Woznicki.
Ethan Weingust.
Hannah Wiesman.
Evan Wenger.
Felix Yurkowski.
Michaela Whitaker.
Lucas Zapasnikas.
Amelia Wilhelm. Emily Whitmer. Hayden Worth. Grace Wright. Mackenzie Young. Olivia Zambrano. Adi Zaveri.
Students, class of 2024, will you please stand? At this time, please move your tassels to the left side of your cap to signify your graduation from high school. Yay. At this time, I would like to dismiss the faculty members to form the staff receiving line. During the recessional, the combined bands will perform under the direction of senior John Fiati. John Fiati is a 4-year member of the DGN band program as a bass trombonist in jazz ensemble, wind ensemble, the Trojan Marching Band, and the Trojan Pep Band. He has served as the president of the DGN band board, a marching band section leader, and most notably a drum major for the past 2 years. He received the 2024 Fine Arts Department Senior Music Award, as well as the John Philip Sousa Senior Band Award, the highest honor bestowed upon a senior band student. Next year, John will attend Purdue University to study engineering, but will continue to play trombone and make music with his peers. Graduates, during the recessional, please wait for the section leaders to dismiss you by row to the field house. Thank you to all of our guests for joining us tonight and for being such a gracious and patient audience. We ask that you remain in your seats until the conclusion of the recessional. Class of 2024, congratulations! You are now proud alumni.